If you're looking for a campground that has all of the amenities of an upscale mountain lodge, venture no further than Briar Point Campground in Roanoke, West Virginia. Nestled on the shores of Stonewall Jackson Lake, this scenic campground is tucked within Stonewall Resort State Park and is situated just across from the Park Lodge, a 191-room, sprawling estate famous for its picturesque views and world-class recreation. But more on that later. With just under 50 campsites to its name, this quaint campground packs quite a punch. Almost all sites offer full hookups, including electric, water, and sewage. Firewood delivery is available, and complimentary Wi-Fi is strong and readily accessible to campers. Not to mention, lakefront views and mooring posts can be found all over this campground. I mean, can you imagine staying here? It took all I had in me to not move sites the second I saw this one become available, but we still managed to absolutely love our spot, number 22, one of the few spots that didn't have direct views of the lake. This is what we get for a last-minute waitlisted booking. But like I said, we had not one complaint about it. The location was incredibly spacious, clean, and close enough to the water that we could hear waves lapping against the shoreline. If you recall the map, this is actually an RV site, but the only one that was available to us for the length of our stay. I did walk over to check out the actual tent sites though, which were much more secluded, provided epic views of the lake, yet seemed like much more of a pain in the butt to set up, as you couldn't back a vehicle right up to it. Maybe we just carried too much gear. Looking at it from the water though, these certainly do seem like dream spots. Critical to any tenter is a decent bathroom facility, which was available to us at 2 separate locations. There was one main shower house, mostly clean, though usually busy, with simple showers and toilets, and another facility a short walk away with just toilets. Now, at the beginning of this video, I mentioned mountain lodge amenities, and that's because of the campground's proximity to Stonewall Resort itself, where you'll find dining options, a spa, a pool, gym, and so much more. Though we were originally quoted at $15 a day to fully take advantage of these amenities, that was never enforced, so not sure what the deal was with that, but glad we didn't have to pay. I mean, they got our money anyway when we booked 2 80-minute massages. Treat yourself, right? Anyway, thanks to steady rain for the first 2 days of our trip, a retreat to the lodge was a wonderful break from soggy tent life. We could refuel over brunch at Stillwater's restaurant and relax in the rustic lobby. Once the sun emerged, there was even more to see on property, including Stonewall Jackson Lake itself. Just a short skip away from our campsite was the local marina, where we rented a pontoon boat for the morning. Views of untouched wilderness could be found in every direction. You can take the boats out for as little as 2 hours or for the entire day. We did the 2-hour booking, but could easily see how much fun these would be for an entire day rental. While on the boats, we ventured past the Stonewall cottages and lake houses, which honestly inspired a completely separate trip for me. I would love to stay in one of these properties. Lining the lake, the cottages and houses offered 2, 3, and 4-bedroom accommodations and felt remote enough for some peace and quiet, but close enough to the lodge to take advantage of its amenities. Rounding out our tour here at Stonewall, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the very first thing visitors see upon entering the property, an Arnold Palmer signature golf course. Now, I am not a golfer, and I will not pretend to know anything about golf, but if I were ever to feel inspired enough to pick up a club, this would have been the place that motivated me. The course weaves in and out of rolling hills with the stunning lakeside backdrop. I spent an afternoon strolling along the course, listening to the birds chirping, feeling the breeze through the trees, and it was just absolutely breathtaking views all around. You know, I could easily compare this campground to other campgrounds we've had the pleasure of staying at, but I never feel like it's fair to do that. Every property is unique, and it's important to just look at it for what it is. We loved our time spent here, the people we met, the campsite itself, the activities offered, and the non-commercialized aspect of this entire resort. I really had to dig in my research to find out about this location in the first place, and that's, I think, what made it special to me. It was a little more off the beaten path. Almost every camper we came across was from West Virginia. And as New Yorkers, I felt like we might have stood out like sore thumbs a bit, but in fact, we were welcomed with open arms and lucky enough to meet some incredibly generous local people. It was either that or they felt bad for the only tenters among a sea of RVs. If you watched my tent packing video, you'll be surprised to see we went with this tent rather than the Ozark. It turns out we are missing a critical piece for the other tent, so my Coleman saved the day. But I figured I could show you guys what our site looked like fully set up. We staked our tent down on the grass, got our air mattress and cot set up inside, and then put up the canopy on the gravel over the picnic table. The portable grill came in handy on more than one occasion as we enjoy making dinners at sunset and spending time around the campfire to close out the evenings.
There's that lid. I can use that lid now.
Oh, now you can use it?
Get that cheese melted because I was cooking it on the other side for like over a minute.
What happens? It's an aggressive cooker.
I don't want to overcook it.
If I don't get the lid in time, we're doomed. Here we go.
Here we go.
That's not even a lid that you gave me.
If you ever had the opportunity to camp in West Virginia, there's no way you can be disappointed with a stay at Briar Point Campground.